was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
56, the mark, boys, 56, check 56.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's good. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go. They're still alive.
get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen from the gun on third down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
To
Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
At the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's fun.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns 14, Washington 7.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Mayfield now. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. From the red zone now, Mayfield rolling to his right. And he completes it to Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They run. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4.
That's good.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Allen, and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. He was covered by...
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to... Bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Allen's pass.
Philip Dorsett, 78 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Washington, 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mayfield off the play fake. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Gain of
23 yards on the play.
Browns first down.
First 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
Mayfield.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They get this out left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on.
For the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
I can't believe they let you play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
He's tackled at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson.
Complete to
It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Mayfield looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 6th.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And able to find Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming.
From the gun, Allen. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Allen's pass.
A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And it'll be intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Mayfield on play action. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Washington on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on 40X.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
For the Browns.
Here's Jamie Gillendow. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment,
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles. They had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And it's third down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Harkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver.
And it's third down.
Yards to go.
Play fake. Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3.
Head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Washington.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Allen going to throw, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Allen to throw once more. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns,